What's going on, beautiful people? Hello. It is I, your No Excuses coach. It's Christopher Rausch. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is that you might be. It is a beautiful day. I'm out here for a little bit of a walk and talk, enjoying listening to an audiobook, and just thought I would come to you with a little short message about something that's on my mind. Talking about what we are avoiding, right? You know, I'm the No Excuses coach, and I talk to a lot of people every week, both on my podcast and my coaching and in the complimentary coaching sessions that I provide. And it seems like a lot of us, well, it doesn't even seem, it is, a lot of us are avoiding something. We're avoiding usually a decision in our life that if by which we make that decision, it will be scary and uncertain. But yet our soul keeps telling us, do I need to make this decision? Do I need to make this decision? Do I need to make this decision? But then we play the someday game, which you guys have heard me talk about. We hope, wish, and pray something's going to change. But how often do we actually put pen to paper and say what it is that we're going for, what it is that we're striving for? Do we have our goals written down? Most people I talk to tell me they have the goals in their head. And I'm like, how is that working for you? What's up, Matt? Good to see you. What's up? Good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, so we have our goals in our head, but do we have them written down? And are we having somebody hold us accountable for those? But I talk to a lot of people and it seems like they're avoiding. And like, what are you avoiding? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of by making that decision? Oh, I don't know if it'll work out. I don't know if it's better to stay right here, whatever it is. We're alive for a reason. We're alive for a reason. And guess what? Whenever you've been afraid or whenever you've avoided a decision before, how did that turn out for you? Did it turn out great? Or do you wish you had made that decision a long time ago? I talk to people who have gotten divorced. I'm like, when did you think that you should have gotten divorced? 10 years ago. That's the average answer. 10 years ago. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, brother. They sit there and say, I should have got divorced 10 years ago. When do you think you should have changed your job? 10 years ago. Think about it. Think about the last 10 years. Did they go by really slow? Or did they go by in a nanosecond? Right? I could tell you where I was 10 years ago. I was 42 years old. Working my corporate job with my boy Rob right here. Comfortably miserable. 10 years later, I'm rocking. I'm doing my coaching, my speaking, my shows, consulting now with organizations on team leadership. So 10 years. Why do we avoid? Why do we sabotage ourselves? Because we don't have the confidence. We don't have the ability to make the decisions to change what it is that's not working for us. Plus, we surround ourselves with people who want us to stay safe. Oh, don't do that. You might get hurt. Oh, don't do that. It might not work out. Oh, don't do that. You have this. You should be grateful. You shouldn't want more. We're taught that crap from when we're kids. Oh, you have enough. Be happy with what you got. Be happy with what you got. There's other people that don't have as much as you. You should be grateful. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. What you want and what I want and what I desire and what you desire and what my legacy is and what your legacy is are completely different. But yet we stay around these people. Why? Oh, we feel bad for them. Oh, they need me. I have to do this. I have to do that. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They have a situation where they could not easily, but they could go off and do something totally different that makes their heart sing, but yet they have to do these other things. I'm like, you don't have to do shit. Easy boy. It's 2 seconds, not a big deal. People. Oh, I'm in a rush to get to a place I really don't want to go. It's crazy. So what is it that you're avoiding? And why are you avoiding it? What big decision could you be making right now that you're scared to make? And why? What's the fear? Have you made big decisions before and gotten through them? Absolutely. When you look back on your life, did you grow the most when times were good and easy, or did you grow the most when times were challenging and difficult? And then we think we're going to get to this place where things aren't going to be challenging and difficult anymore. It's a lie. As you get older, the challenges and the difficulties just change. You start having more health-related issues. You start thinking more about longevity, and you start thinking about your legacy, and you start thinking about regrets as you get older. You also have to compartmentalize what it is that I'm doing so that I don't have those regrets. I talk to people all the time who are older and they regret the risks they didn't take. They regret not jumping and going for stuff. They're like, Chris, I'm here anyway. And I did that to protect people who really didn't give a shit about me. They were just more worried about me making them look bad by moving on with my life. So they wanted me to stay safe because if I moved on with my life, then I wouldn't be there to take care of them. So they guilted people into staying complacent. When you wake up in the morning, do you say, my intention is to be mediocre? My intention is to not give myself everything I deserve? Do you set that intention every single day? No, you better not. Your intention today should be the fact that I wake up and I want to pour into my own bucket so that I can pour into other people's buckets. That if I'm happy, especially if you're a parent, if you're happier as a parent, then your kid's gonna be happier. And your kid in a better household and with better morals and values, they're gonna watch what you do. They're gonna say, wow, dad took a chance. That's what I want my son to look back on me with. That's why I don't go back to corporate. I don't want my son to go, hey dad, you gave up on your dreams, but you tell me to go for mine. Hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen. That is hypocrisy, and I can't be a hypocrite. I want people to go for their dreams, so I have to go for my dreams too. Is it uncomfortable? Is it uncertain? Is it awkward some days? Is every day great? No. But every day is worth. There we are. It's like I'm out in the middle, like here in Riverside, and it says trying to reconnect, so I'll just walk back the other way. So what's on your mind? What is it that you're avoiding? I would love to see it in the chat. Tell me something, or hit me up in the DM, something you're avoiding, and maybe we can have a conversation. I can help you find the leverage within yourself, i.e. potential regrets, to make that shift, to have the confidence to be able to move forward with your life, because otherwise complacency and mediocrity only breeds stress. The stress hormone cortisol goes into your system. Guess what? That kills you. Can you imagine if you had a meter hooked up to your Apple Watch or your phone and you look down every day and said, wow, this complacency and this cortisol in my body is actually fucking killing me, and I might get cancer, I might get heart disease and die. And you watch that gauge go up every day, would you make a difference? Would you make a different decision if you knew that? It's happening. It's happening. Stress kills. Stress kills. Why? Because then we go to our short-term gratifications. Oh, I'll go eat. Oh, I'll go drink. Oh, I'll go gamble. Oh, I'll go buy. Oh, I'll go binge watch Netflix. Oh, I'll go do whatever. So we run away from the life that we have, that we chose to have, but with the insanity that we think it's going to change one day. I've had a lot of people die recently. Both people I know directly and people that I know who know people directly. And the common theme is that, holy shit, time doesn't stop for anybody. My dreams aren't going to be there in 2 weeks if I die next week. So why not be living every single day going towards my dream? We're all going to die, ladies and gentlemen. And when I die, I want to know that I was still going for my dream. I want to know that I was setting the example, and that I was fulfilling a legacy that I set forth, that I wrote down, that I repeat to myself probably a few times every day. Christopher Rausch will have fought for what was right and what was fair. He will have risked which that mattered, and he will left the earth a better place for who he was and what he did. That's the core of my legacy. That's the core of my eulogy. So I wake up with intentionality every single day to fulfill that legacy. And when I go to bed at night, I ask myself, did I make a difference in the world today? Did I move the needle on my dreams? Yes. And of course, we're in this society now where we want everything overnight. But even I was talking to one of my mentors yesterday. She goes, it may take you another 2.5 years, Chris, to break your podcast into the big time. It may take you 2.5 more years to get on bigger stages. But 2.5 more years are either going to go by or they're not. But don't you want to be living in those? Don't you want to create the life and the legacy that your son will be proud of, that you'll be proud of? Listen, guys, money and fame and ego and all other shit is great. But at the end of the day, life is about moments. Life is about the moments. Life is about breathing. I just did that unassisted. There are people all over the world right now with chest tubes and they can't breathe. They're on ventilators. I got friends that are on oxygen. I got friends that have been in the hospital recently due to COVID and pneumonia and everything else. To be able to breathe unassisted is pretty fucking cool, right? So I encourage you guys, take stock, take gratitude in what you have, and decide for yourself that you're not going to be complacent or mediocre anymore. Decide for yourself you're not going to play it safe anymore. Decide for yourself you're going to go out there and do your best, and you're going to kick ass, and you're going to get around the people who support you and want you to go out there and try, and perhaps quote unquote fail. But if you fail, the failing is the staying down. It's not the falling down. You get back up, right? You fall down 8 times, you get back up 9. That's the way it works, all right? So I'm Christopher Rausch. I'm your No Excuses coach. Hit me up with the DMs if you want a complimentary coaching session with me. Good morning. And I will gift that to you, my compliments, just my way of moving the needle forward on humanity to make this world a better place, again, for who I am and what I do. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to finish my walk, and we'll check out the comments in a little bit. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. No excuses.